Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Kader and I am currently a fifth-year medical student studying in Turkey. It is great to have you here. On this channel, I'll be diving into a variety of exciting topics, ranging from language learning to my journey towards working as a doctor in the UK. In today's video, I'll be covering the nitty-gritty details of how to get a clinical attachment in the United Kingdom. And I'll give you my tips on how I did it myself. So whether you're a medical student or a doctor looking to gain experience, this video is for you. Let's get started. So let's start talking about what is a clinical attachment. A clinical attachment enables us to observe and gain experience without being GMC registered. So let's talk about what are the beneficial sides of it. Firstly, of course, the experience. I believe it is highly important to go, see, explore the place you want to live in terms of both the culture and also the healthcare system. You wouldn't want to end up wandering around without understanding the logistics or the basic steps that you should take in the hospital. So the experience will definitely facilitate your flow to the first new NHS job. Also, for someone who has never been to UK before, I think it is definitely worth going there to see the people, everyday life, even the weather. Maybe you don't like it and you decide coming back to your country. So another important upside is it'll look great on your CV. So moving on to the steps on this road, there are essentially two ways to find a clinical attachment. First one is to directly contact with a consultant or a hospital. The other is to enroll in a clinical attachment program. So the path I followed was the first one, so I'm going to talk about that today. Now, before we proceed, let's address an important aspect. How do you decide in which field, hospital, or city you want to pursue your clinical attachments? In medicine, selecting the right specialty is crucial as it will shape your future career path. So my recommendation is to do a general research about the NHS. It would be wise to select a specialty that you are interested in for your future training. If you want to be a psychiatrist, for example. If you're unsure, maybe you can consider more general fields such as acute medicine, which offer a broader scope of practice. For instance, personally, I had a particular interest in psychiatry, neuropsychiatry, and neuroscience. So therefore, I focused my initial research efforts on these areas. So now that we have discussed the importance of specialty, let's address the burning question: how do you find a consultant's email? I think the simplest way is to use the website nhsjob.com. Here's what can you do. Open nhsjobs.com. Go to the medical and dental section. Select the occupation that aligns with your interest. As I told you before, psychiatry, for instance. Further narrow down your search by selecting the location based on your preference, if you want to be in London, for example. Now that you have a list in front of you, click any of them. To find the consultant's email, scroll further down on the page until you reach the bottom. Typically, at the bottom of the page, you'll see a table. You'll find the consultant's name and email provided there. So by following these steps, you will have a better chance of finding contact information. All right. So now that we have a bunch of consultants' email, what to do? It's time to compose your email. Here are some key points to stand out among numerous applications to keep in mind when writing your email. First of all, maintain a professional tone throughout your email. That's really important. Use proper salutations at the beginning, such as dear doctor, last name, dear professor, last name, based on depending on their title. Show respect in your language, of course. I mean, avoid using overly casual, informal language. Begin by introducing yourself. My name is Kader. I am currently a fifth-year medical student in Turkey or university, whatever. Explain your purpose. Explain why you are reaching out to them, and keep your email concise, to the point, because no one will read it if it's too long. Demonstrate your background, your interests, and your goals, how they align with the consultant's specialty. Explain why you believe their guidance, their mentorship will be valuable for your career, for your academic pursuits. At the end, of course, thank them for considering your request and mention that you look forward to their response. Keep in mind to include a professional signature at the end, your full name, your contact information, and any other relevant credentials. Don't forget, a well-written personal statement can make all the difference, so keep in mind all the things that I just said. Another important aspect is to consider is timing. So when to start sending your emails. For example, since I wanted to do my clinical attachment in the summer of 2023, I started doing it in December, January. So I recommend you to start sending emails at least 6 months in advance, ideally 9 months to a year, as the process can be time-consuming and exhausting, especially mentally. So also, I absolutely encourage you not to give up, because if I had given up after my 200th email, I wouldn't be able to do this now in the summer, right? Yeah, moving on to another key point is what to include in the email. So it is crucial to attach a well-crafted CV that shows your skills, your relevant experiences. So maybe in the next video, I will talk about it more detailedly, how I crafted my CV, the design and everything. So this is how I managed to find an observership. After sending 300 emails to different consultants, following the approach that I described, I finally received a positive response and began making the necessary arrangements. So in the next videos, I will explore further into these details, share more insight with you guys. And during my attachment, I will try to make the most of every opportunity, be proactive, ask questions, actively participate in everything patient care. Because a clinical attachment is not only gaining technical skills, also developing strong communication, teamwork, and professionalism. It will be so exciting to embrace the challenges and make meaningful connections, especially with fellow medical professionals, because network is everything. And so thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you found this video insightful and enjoyable. Your questions, your comments, and feedback are valuable to me, so please don't hesitate to share them below. This channel will be all about creating a community of like-minded individuals. So I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and become a part of it. And stay tuned for more exciting content coming your way. Can't wait to see you here in the next video. So bye for now.